Okay. Oh, time to dive once more into the well of self-introspective, depressing-like rabbit hole that is Jill. Although hopefully she's a little bit happier today, but I guess time will tell. Good evening, and Jill. I'm out to get firecrackers. Why? Firecrackers. It's New Year's, right? Oh my God, is it? I didn't pay attention to the date. Wait, what day is it? What year is it? I don't know. All right, well, it's New Year's. We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dog? Yeah, no, good idea. Go ahead. Scare off the dog. It'd be good. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, but no, and I don't care. Oh, Jamie's here. Greetings. Anyway, let's start. Oh, yeah, okay, right. Man, I wonder how I unlock these songs. Do I have to, I wonder if it's related to me getting to certain, points of relationship, I guess you'd say, with the other characters who come into the bar? I'm wondering if it's like that. Playing Sleeping Dogs a lot lately, and I know some of those songs only get unlocked when I ace, karaoke. And I really don't think karaoke's involved here. Oh, yeah, that's good. It's like Danger Zone. All right, time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. It's Ingram! Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yeah. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night, actually, and as far as I understand, those were made by flying drone or something like that? So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Well, let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. Noise got annoying after a while, I gotta say. So it remained in the vicinity. I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now give me a Mars blaster. Mars? Okay, is this something that you programmed, or is it perhaps an alien? Because, look, as far as I'm concerned, nothing's outside the realm of possibility here. It could very well be an alien. We are living in a future where there are self-aware AI that are having quarter life? Midlife? No, this is more like first quarter life crises. Crisi? Anyway, point being, they're actually having existential issues, and can you imagine if your smartphone just how did I mess that up? Hold on a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I probably didn't add enough of that. 1 powder delta, 4 of these, 2 of those, and then I blend it. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, it'd be kind of weird, right? Imagine if, I guess the Lilum aren't property, but if you reach for your smartphone one day, you turn off the alarm that you set for it in the morning, and it just looked at you and just said, "How do you actually know you've woken up? How are you sure this isn't a dream? Do you really want to have cereal this morning? How about grapefruit?" You're like, "I didn't ask for this. It's 6 a.m. This is way too early." Anyway, here you go. Well, you didn't mess it up. Sorry, if I may interject. You looking for a fight? I don't think you could take him. Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? Look. He looks like the cover of a Deus Ex video game. I don't think you stand a chance. And again, we've never seen Ingram shirtless. He could be packing some, RoboCop cybernetics under that. Who knows? He could be RoboCop. He does have a little line going around his neck right there. That's either a necklace or maybe he's the amazing screw-on head. You're, half his size. I can fight dirty. Oh, I like that. Yeah, in any fight, unless there's rules. If there are no rules, fight dirty, throw sand, kick him in the balls, bite him, tug on his ear, rip his ears off, punch him in the groin, that kind of thing. He kills people for a living. Should I be saying that out loud? I can fight dirty. I like it. Jill, please. You make me sound like a savage. It'd be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar.
I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them, aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? Might be to your liking.
Okay, let's try this suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Oh, that sounded weird. Yeah, but I mean, don't you want to see it now? I mean, I don't think the guy is nearly as much of a douche as he was when we first met him way back in episode 1, but with that said, he still is a bit of a douche. And when I hear give him a suplex, I'm just thinking about Dana picking him up and dropping him through one of the tables. Hell, this bar's going to be closing in a while anyways. Let's send it off with a bang. And by a bang, I mean putting Ingram through a table. It's on the rocks and it's mixed. Bash. I doubled it up too, so klaboosh. Here you go. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. A lot of wrestling terminology. Speaking of which, move your fat head. Last I can hear. Where's the luchadors? Oh, I just missed them. Wait. Aha! There we go. They're punching behind you. They're there. That's all I need. Say, your face looks somehow familiar there, mister.
Call me Jamie, and you are?
Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I need to look for a specific file, Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge?
I did, actually.
Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. Oh, wow, this is really coming full circle. Yeesh. Keep it together, Jill. Goose fraba. So, why go through the whole thing? Rejection. Need to hide something?
The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity.
I see. How does the expunge work?
You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. Causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. And for 5 hours you're trapped in a bed while horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. Like little needles all over. You feel them in your eyes and your gums and your toes everywhere. After all that, they need to implant with you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies.
Ouch. What are you having, Jamie?
This is a gut punch.
Yeah, should have figured. Hey, give me one of those.
Sure?
Yeah, let's give him a gut punch. Again, that didn't sound right. But didn't it? Again, when we first met this guy, I was happy to give him any of those things. Oh, well, hold on a second here. So let's make sure I get this right on the first go. 5, 1, and aged and optional. All right, well, now let's make this sad man happy by giving him a cocktail like no other. And that's apparently all we're going to give him. All right, big old gut punch. Does his face always look like that, or is he starting to get a little red in the cheeks from the drink? Or maybe you're gay. I don't know. I ain't here to judge. Let weird, self-absorbed tech guys with way too many earrings and cyborgs come together, if that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I love these.
Looks different from yours, though. Gillian, I added a couple of extras in his, actually. So, where's the antibody unit they stuck with you, Jamie?
Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons.
And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time?
Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries.
I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave.
Nice meeting you, Ingram.
Yeah, please, come again. Don't count on it. You've said that twice. Seriously, man. Like, stop kidding yourself. Shut up. All right, fine.
Seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, right. He's a bit of a dick. I wouldn't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch.
Maybe you caught him on a bad day.
Actually, literally, yeah, I did. The very first time was a bad day. I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Isn't it weird that that's coming from an assassin? Yeah, oddly enough. As I was saying, that guy tires the hell out of me. It's not what Alma sounds like at all, but I figured I'd embellish. Someone's in a good mood. A Dr. Claw-like mood. Give me a bad touch, will ya? That way you'll be in a good mood, too. Yeah, right. A bad touch for Alma. That kind of seems like... I feel like I'm being baited when she says something like that, you know? Like, honestly, give me a bad touch. Wouldn't you just love it if I did? Jill, of course.
Oh, let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure I got all this right. Mixed. Wow. Big one. A big old bad touch. Here. Jill, you have such a pretty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. As known far and wide as being perhaps the greatest sense of humor in the entire city. So, what put you in a good mood? Oh, yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. What? Hold on a second here. Just perfect. That's totally fitting. What does that look like? I have an image in my head, clothing-wise. And it's like she's wearing a dress that's supposed to be like a really tacky-looking floral pattern for a table covering, but someone sewed up the back and cut armholes in it. But why don't you enlighten us? And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. That's pretty bad, so I'm assuming he won. Luckily, my parents brought them to the court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. Oh, even better, thank God. Like, this is gonna have a dark ending. She really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Dana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. Jesus, you got an interesting family life, to say the least. So Ava comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana. Diana. God, jeez. Me and names. Don't you? Well, she and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. Played all the time. We even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I can forgive all that. I mean, the age difference and all. There's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friend to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister, and she said she had no little sisters. Ouch! I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So, aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Let's see if the song can help change the impression. No. Fine, whatever. Huh. But enough about me, how are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead ex's sister? Yeah. Well, I got this note from her. Well, let's see it. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? Same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Well, give a Brantini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Woo! All right, hold on a second here. A drink for a story. That is a fair trade no matter who you are. It's aged and it's mixed. Okay, well, hold on a second. We're going to give you a big one. I want this to be a story without filter, although given the fact that we're hearing it from Alma, I'm pretty sure we're safe. I don't think she has a filter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so wait, hold on a second. I got 12, 6, and 1. No, wait, so that'd be 2. Aha! And mixed. Blam. Ha! A big old Brantini. Okay, so perfect place to end because we can jump right back in with Alma telling us a little story that's probably going to have something to do that'll help Jill. Really hoping this ends with a conversation with the little sis. A reconciliation. A happy ending to this long tale. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. And, yeah, stick around. I'm pretty damn sure Chapter 3 is the last one. I don't know if this is the last work shift, But we're getting close to the end of the story. And I really hope the fact that I may not have enough to pay rent doesn't mean I get a bad ending, because I will go back. If that happens, I won't make you sit through all of it. I'll just get to the good ending and then bring you into it. But you know what I mean? It'd be a shame if that's what happened. But anyway, until next time, my name's Rye. You guys take care of yourselves.